Bonjour, chers amis, chers apprenants. Un accueil très chaleureux à vous tous. A very warm welcome to you all. We're slowly now nearing the end of our first module here, and I'm sure you're feeling already a lot closer to the French language and life in France, n'est-ce pas? Once again, here we are with a new session, and this is the first of the two lectures designed around special occasions. There are so many special moments. We wish to greet each other. We have special notes of good wishes and joy, of bringing cheer and good luck to our friends and to our family. In fact, in the earlier sections, we learnt general terms and expressions of greeting. Here, we shall get a little more focused and learn some new words and expressions that will introduce you more to polite exchanges and ways of sharing and greeting each other on special occasions. So, with part one, words, terms, and expressions, here we begin. Allons-y. The first here is our very favorite happy birthday. How does one wish happy birthday in French? It's called bon anniversaire. Bon anniversaire. You know the word bon already with bonjour and bonsoir. So this is anniversaire. Bon anniversaire. It's like one word continuing. Bon anniversaire. The next option is joyeux anniversaire. Joyeux anniversaire. Note again, it's in continuum and you have a slight Z sound in between. Joyeux anniversaire. So either you say bon anniversaire, you say joyeux anniversaire. I told you, if you remember, the Quebec province in Canada is a purely francophone quarter, and there we often use a slightly separate form of wishing happy birthday. We say bonne fête. The word fête itself means festival, so we say bonne fête. Like you remember bonne journée and bonne nuit, so bonne is used here to wish happy birthday, bonne fête. So we learned three ways: bon anniversaire, joyeux anniversaire, and bonne fête. The next is bonne chance. This is hardly a new term for you. I use it always while ending the lectures. Bonne chance, that is good luck, all the best, best wishes. Bonne chance. Bonne chance. Bonne chance. Third is bon courage. The word is courage. You pronounce it as courage. Bon courage. This is wished at times of at difficult moments when you're trying to give strength to people around you. Be strong, have faith, don't lose heart. So you say bon courage. And in fact, it's often coupled with bonne chance. You say bon courage et bonne chance. Bon courage et bonne chance. Next is, well, you might just have been using it all these days with saying bon voyage or something. No, it's bon voyage. Voyage. Bon voyage is happy journey. Happy journey. Bon voyage. Bonne santé. Santé, that is wish you good health. Bonne santé. Little note here, you see often there's a bon and a bonne. So these are again masculine and feminine forms of good. Masculine is bon and feminine is bonne. So accordingly, it varies. Bon courage, bon voyage, and bonne santé. Then, bon rétablissement. 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 Wish you a speedy recovery. Get well soon. Bonne santé is a more general form of wishing good health, and bon rétablissement is generally for a person who's not keeping well and who is in process of recovering. So you go visit the person with flowers and good wishes, and you say bon rétablissement, get well soon. A very generalized expression here is prenez soin. Prenez soin. Soin is care. Prenez soin. That's take care. Here are more casual expressions. Bon appétit. I wonder if you came across this term when you were doing videos related to food in France. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. Anyway, so this you would hear very often at restaurants. Once you've been served your food, very often the waiter would place the food and then say, Bon appétit, madame, bon appétit, monsieur, bon appétit, enjoy your meal. Bonnes vacances, very clear, enjoy your vacations. That's vacances, vacances. Then you have bonne lecture. You see someone who's fond of books and is fond of reading, and you see the person read. So you say, okay, I don't want to disturb you. Happy reading. Bonne lecture. 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 Bonne lecture. Now, at times, instead of just two words like bon courage, bonne santé, etc., you can make it slightly longer and a little more formal. So you add je vous souhaite. I wish you. So you say je vous souhaite bonne santé. I wish you good health. Or je te souhaite. Again, it's a question of vous and te, so I don't need to repeat myself. It depends on who you're addressing the wishes to. So adding this prefix to these wishes that we did, you can kind of make it a little more formal. The next part is, again, a more general collection of greetings and wishes. Bonne soirée. Someone's going for an evening party. You say, bonne soirée. Have a good time. Have a great evening. Bonne soirée. Bonne continuation. That is, someone's doing great work, continues to work hard and, do well in his or her profession. So you wish the person, great job done. Keep it up. It's like bonne continuation. It's almost like saying, keep it up. Keep up the good work. It's a wish for continuing the good work the person's doing. So bonne continuation. It's time perhaps I made you notice that all these words ending in a tion, which we normally pronounce in English as shun, whether it's nation or continuation, they become sion in French. As a more or less a rule you could keep in mind. So instead of continuation, it becomes continuation. Instead of nation, it becomes nation. Yes, offhand, just to make you notice things. Then we have bon weekend, very clear, happy weekend. This should also tell you that there have been words dropping into the French language from outside France. Weekend is not exactly a French word. It's very much borrowed from the English-speaking space. In fact, for a long time in France, they'd use the term fin de semaine. That's end of the week. But now it's turned to weekend. There are many such words, in fact, which the French people use. Instead of the French term, they use the term that is used by English speakers. So weekend is one of them. So instead of saying fin de semaine, they say bon weekend. Well, here we go with part one done. We've learned quite a few ways of greeting and wishing on special moments, on special days, special occasions. We come to part two, that's grammaire. We've done a bit of it earlier. I told you, qu'est-ce que c'est? Qu'est-ce que c'est? Or you could even say, c'est quoi? What's this? What's that? Qu'est-ce que c'est? C'est quoi? So the answer could be anything like, c'est un stylo. Please note, I'm not saying c'est un stylo. I'm linking the T and the U and the c'est un stylo, c'est un tableau, c'est une chaise, c'est un crayon. Crayon is a pencil and tableau is a board. Table is table, tableau is a board. So these are simple structures to introduce you, help you make small little simple sentences on your own. So if someone says, bon, qu'est-ce que c'est? C'est un stylo. Qu'est-ce que c'est? C'est un tableau. Qu'est-ce que c'est? C'est une table, c'est une chaise. These are the simple sentence structures I'm introducing you to. Then, remember we did this little term called il y a, which means there are or there is. So a simple sentence like il y a deux filles, there are two girls. You note there is an S added after fille because there are two girls, it's plural, but you do not pronounce the S. It's silent. Il y a deux filles. Il y a sept garçons. In fact, the word is il y a, but often while speaking, the L kind of gets a little watery. It's a little light on the tongue. You don't say il y a. You know, it's not heavy. It's very smooth. Il y a deux filles, il y a sept garçons. So take note of that. Then il y a deux filles dans la classe. Il y a deux filles dans la classe. There are two girls in the class. Il y a 9 livres sur la table. That word in red is sur la table. There are 9 books on the table. Il y a un chat sous la chaise. That word is sous. Please note in the earlier sentence it's sur. Sur. The next sentence is sous. Il y a un jardin devant la maison. Devant, there is a garden in front of the house. And il y a 12 arbres derrière le pont. There are 12 trees behind the bridge. Do you notice all these words in red? What category are they? Yes, you guessed right. They are all prepositions. They are prepositions. On, in front of, behind. We've just taken a few important ones. Of course, there are many more. But just to give you a fair idea of how to place them in a sentence, how to use them with nouns, how to kind of help you make longer sentences. Now that you know piecewise the words, you can place them in a definite manner, in a coherent manner, and go on to create sentences. And you should in fact take up this exercise on your own when you're revising, when you're going through the slides on your own. Try making more sentences by yourself. So these were les prépositions. And you could even go ahead and make your own sentences using c'est un or c'est une or il y a, as you say. Then, of course, there's another section. Les mois de l'année. Les mois, S is silent. Les mois de l'année. Les mois de l'année, meaning months of the year. That's right. Now listen carefully. Janvier, février, mars, avril, mai, juin, juillet, août, septembre, octobre, November, and December. These are the 12 months of the year. Yes, here is a little task for you. I was just about to skip this. You've seen these names of the months, janvier, février, mars, avril, mai, juin, juillet, août, septembre, octobre, November, et décembre. Please be conscious of the spellings here. And a good way to remember the spellings is break them up. Like I told you, pick up the words. Avril is A-V-R-I-L. May is M-A-I. Juin is, tell me, J-U-I-N is juin. Août would be A-O-U-T. So break up the words and try spelling them. It'll help you to remember when you get down to writing, doing a written work, or solving questions. So do that. After months, let us do a little exercise on les saisons. Saison, that's seasons. L'été is summer. In fact, it's été, and we add an L apostrophe, so it becomes l'été. En été, meaning in summer. And these are the 3 months of summer. This is the distribution as per the French division. Of course, in India, it would be slightly different. So juillet, août, and septembre. These are the 3 months considered the summer months, followed by l'automne. It's l'automne. M is completely silent. L'automne. It's actually automne, l'automne, and in autumn you say en automne. Automne is octobre, novembre, and décembre. Le printemps, that's spring. Le printemps, that's avril, May, and juin. These 3 are the months of spring. And of course, then you have l'hiver, that's hiver. Don't say hiver, that's not. First of all, it's not her, it's and it's hiver. Hiver, en hiver, in winter. These are the 3 months, janvier, février, and mars. Mars. Now here is a little audio clip for you. Listen to it carefully and see how it is pronounced.
La Seine, la mer Méditerranée, l'océan Atlantique, la Manche, la plage, une forêt, la montagne, les Alpes, le Jura, les Pyrénées, le Massif central, les Vosges.
How you pronounce the seasons? Go through this clip as many times as you wish till you feel you have perfected the pronunciation. Part 3, here we come, culture et la vie en France. Here we deal with les dates d'anniversaire. Date d'anniversaire, birthday dates. We have a little video for you. Request you to watch it carefully, listen well, and notice the pronunciations.
Ok, Audrey, quelle est la date de ton anniversaire?
C'est le 11 septembre.
Très bien. Et ta petite sœur Camille?
C'est le 4 septembre.
Et ton papa, Franck, quelle est la date de son anniversaire?
C'est le 10 octobre.
Le 10 octobre?
Oui.
Et ta maman, c'est quand son anniversaire?
C'est le 14 mars.
Ah, c'est bien. Merci Audrey.
You have to watch the videos very carefully and listen to the dialogues being spoken. That's how you get a hang of the native pronunciation of French. The next in this section is the verb avoir. That's a very important verb, in fact, which means to have. In English, like you say, I have, you have, she has, he has. So have is the verb, and in French it's called avoir. I've given you the Hindi transliteration. It's avoir. That's how you pronounce, except that r is not the r, it's the French r, avoir. So let's go through this list. You know the je, tu, il, elle list, nous, vous. Accordingly, it changes. J'ai, tu as, il a, elle a, nous avons, vous avez, ils ont, and elles ont. This is how the conjugation is done with the verb avoir. This will help you to make more sentences. Like if you wanted to say, I have 2 pens. So you say, j'ai 2 stylos. I shall leave it at that. I want you to rack your brains a little more and do some more of self-learning and then self-evaluation. That's how you become an autonomous learner. Bravo. This is actually from the earlier video that you saw. I'm sure you heard this term, souffler les bougies. That is, when you blow the candles, it's called souffler les bougies. Bougie is the candles. Souffler les bougies. That's what you do on the birthday cake. So that's called souffler les bougies. There are other words that you would have noticed, perhaps, les cadeaux. That's gifts. And the mother says, I guess, regardez, regardez, look, look. So try watching the video as many times you want, and you see how people interact, how people use the language that you're learning right now. Now here's a little music for you again. We have the French version of the Happy Birthday song for you. follow the lyrics and try singing along. Next time you could sing it for your dear ones and wish them happy birthday in French. Here are the lyrics. Joyeux anniversaire, heureux anniversaire. Now, this is how you go. You listen to the video, try copying it, try singing along, and you would have reached another level of wishing and greeting people on the special occasions. Happy listening and amusez-vous. Have fun. Nous sommes tous heureux en chantant. Joyeux anniversaire. Great time, fun time for all of us. À très bientôt et merci de votre attention. Till we meet again in our next lecture. À bientôt et merci.